felt amazing to get the news finally, but the job isn't done. You know what I mean? I didn't come here just to win a starting job. I came here to lead this team and win an SEC championship and a national championship. So, as soon as I found out the news yesterday, my dad actually punched me in the chest and told me, son, the job isn't done. You can get happy now that you won a job and that it's released, but like I said, the job isn't done, and I plan on, doing my best to lead this team to a SEC championship and a national championship.
TJ, where do you feel like that you've taken your game to another level? Has it just been every little part of it? Do you think that's
I think, and I don't really like to talk about myself, but I think in this interview I might have to just a little bit. But just the little things, I'm a big guy, so just following through on my release and being pinpoint accurate in most of my throws and really dissecting the offense and really, meeting with Coach Keesar and Coach Harsin on what are the small little things that we want to accomplish this season to take this offense to the next level. I think my maturity has allowed me to get to that level within the offense to where I understand really every aspect of the offense that we, I understand what we want to do on 1st and 10, 2nd and 7 and more, things like that. It's just what guys don't understand is last year was my 2nd year playing college football, and I think a lot of other quarterbacks are granted the opportunity to wait till their later their junior year and early their senior year to be able to play and blossom and really show what they've become. But I've been thrown into the fire since I was 18 years old. So, all the stuff that has been said that, he's not developed and stuff like that, like, we got guys that are rookies in the league that are 25 years old. Like, let's give it some time and let's see, where it's going to take off from there. But, just every little part of my game, I think, has went to another level.
What was it like finding out in a tweet?
I would say I kind of knew already. I had a feeling that, I was the starter just because I know the preparation that I put into fall camp. I know what it meant to me to lead this team. And I don't think anybody else on this team could match that energy of mine that I had just because I believe in myself that I had the fire and desire to will myself to be the starting quarterback. I was not going to be defeated by anyone this season. So, to answer your question, I think the whole team had a general opinion and a observation of what was going on inside the building. But, it got out how it got out, and we found out the same day everybody else did. So that's all I can say.
Does it feel a little bit different being the starting quarterback coming into the opening game as opposed to, coming in late last season and then at LSU? I don't believe you started the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It brings a different level of confidence. When your head coach tells you that you're the guy that we're rolling the carpet out with, it definitely brings a level of confidence that I don't think nobody wants to see when we come, later down the season. But, it definitely, the confidence piece is a big thing in football because like you see last year, I wasn't mentally ready last year, nor was I physically ready to take that job last year after Bo got injured. But I was, I had to be that role because I was the backup. But I did some observations after the season, and mentally I wasn't where I needed to be able to lead this team to finish the season out strong. But I strongly believe I'm there this year for sure.
Yes, TJ, you've been running with the first team most of fall camp. Have you felt your teammates sort of rally behind you as you've gotten closer and closer to this final decision?
Yeah, but the thing about it is all three quarterbacks, me, Robbie Ashford, Zach Calzada, we've all gotten reps with the first, second, and third team. So to say that I've been getting all first reps is kind of a misunderstanding. I have gotten a lot of one reps, but we've all gotten a lot of reps and we've all gotten our chance to prove ourselves and things of that nature. But I think whether Holden was named the starter, I think the whole team would have came together and rolled behind him. But I just feel that energy and that juice this year that no matter who's where, we all support each other and we all, know that the coaches are going to put that player in if he brings the best to that position.
TJ, for you or any quarterback,
What are the keys to being to playing at the level it takes to win championships?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, I haven't won a championship yet at this level, so I can't really answer what does it take. But what I can answer is the level of preparation that it takes is unbelievable. The level of the hours of film that I've had to put in this spring and this fall, the hours of hard work that I had to put in this summer, I never would have imagined that I would have to work this hard just to win a starting quarterback job. So that's a start, and then hopefully after the season, when we come away with the national championship, I'll be able to answer your question.
Coach Harsin said toughness was the number one thing in his mind.
Yeah, of course.
How do you feel? Are you the tough guy that you need to be?
I believe so. I believe I can take a hit and still deliver a pass. I believe I can take some criticism on social media and still block it out and play to the best of my ability. So toughness for me hasn't been an issue. Another thing we harp on is leadership. And I think a lot of guys think that all leadership is vocal. I'm a vocal guy. I'm going to speak my mind, and not only am I vocal, but I like to lead by example. So when I'm not talking, I'm leading by example. So, you know, just those two things go hand in hand. You know, being a leader is kind of showing that you're tough, that you can handle certain things, and that you're not going to break, that you're always in the middle, no matter if we're having a great day, you want to bring everybody back down to the middle to finish the day. If we're having a bad day, you want to bring everybody up just a little bit to kind of finish that day. So I think all those aspects are right on point.
TJ, you mentioned confidence. How much confidence does it bring when you talk the mental side of things, getting into a season, and then you sit down with Coach Keesaw, Coach Harsin, hey, what do you like in this situation, where you can tailor the offense to what you like, and how beneficial is that, and how much confidence is that?
It's very beneficial, and like I said, the confidence piece is one of the key things in football that a quarterback has to play with. Is confidence, because if you run out there not knowing what the offensive coordinator is about to call, not knowing what the head coach is about to call, you're in a frantic, and so when the defense throws different things at you, you're not ready for. Then it's just a lot to process. You know, within like 25 seconds. So. You know, you get the play call in with maybe 20 to 15 seconds left on the play clock. You're trying to rush to get guys set up. Then maybe your X receiver is on the wrong side, so now you got to flip him. Now you're thinking about coverages, blitzes. It's just a lot of stuff to think about. But when you put in the hours on Sunday, on Monday, Tuesday, and so forth, you kind of know what to expect from your offensive coordinator, to where you guys are picking each other's brain. Then after a series, you come to the sideline and tell the OC what you think, what you see. He's telling you what he sees, and then you just combine those. It's just unbelievable how much can happen in that process.
TJ, when we've seen you out there at practice, especially on like 11-on-11 stuff, we've seen you running with it a little bit more, scrambling. Do you feel like that's part of your game that's improved a lot here this offseason?
Yeah, for sure. I've dropped a lot of weight that I've been playing with for the past 2 years, and I like to call it baby weight. Yeah, the last 2 seasons I've played around 250, 249. I'm around like 242, 241 right now, which is, I feel a lot better. And I have been running around a little better. Especially I like to play with our defense because they know they can't hit me. So when they think it's a sack, I like to run around and show off my wheels a little bit. But, yeah, I think extending plays is what I focused on this offseason, because in the SEC, just going back and watching LSU in 2019, just watching the SEC championship, Joe Burrow extended so many plays to where, you know, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson were able to get downfield and make something happen. So, you know, it's just plays like that and little stuff like that that I like to keep focusing on to take my game to the next level.
TJ, you've spoken a lot about the importance of confidence. What is your level of confidence in your receivers, and what did you see from that?
Yeah, those guys are going to be spectacular this year. We have a lot of young guys that are ready to play in the SEC, and I know what it looks like. I was there for half the year in 2019 when I saw Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and just the mentality that they have to not wait on the ball, to actually go up and attack the ball. It's simply amazing to be so young and to be able to do stuff like that. So those guys are going to be amazing this year. We have a lot of different guys that can play, and a lot of different guys are going to play. So I just can't wait to go out there Saturday and finally let it loose.
TJ, you mentioned before that you never thought you'd have to work this hard to What does that say about, what Robbie was able to do this offseason, how much he was able to push you these last 3 weeks in particular?
Yeah, and when I said that, I was just saying, like, me personally, the work I had to put into myself outside of fall camp, outside of spring ball, outside of the summer, to just get mentally ready and physically prepared to lead this football team. When those guys came in, I kind of questioned myself, like, do I even want to play football anymore? Because, a lot of guys had counted me out, and a lot of guys were like, oh, you need to quit football, go play basketball or do other things. But, I'm big on my faith in God, and God just continuously reminded me, this is for you, this is what you can do. And he kind of showed me, through bits and pieces that I went through last year that, this is for me. So, yeah, those guys push me a lot each and every day, and we push each other. And I think that's a testament to how hard Robbie has worked as well. He's a very good talent, and like I said, he's pushed me a lot.
Last one, Brian Matthews.
TJ, have you got a chance to talk at all with Nick Brahms, and how's he taking having to give up football now?
Yeah, I think it hurts him to death. I actually talked to him after the Houston game. Me and his family, my family and his family, had breakfast at Broken Egg, and I was begging him to come back because he was contemplating going to the NFL, and I just begged him to come back. So for him to come back and then not be able to play, I know it crushes him. I don't like to bring it up with him just because I know how hard it hurts. But, I was one of the first persons he came to let know the news, and I appreciate that so much out of him because, like I said, I was begging him to come back and protect me up front. But he made the best decision, that he had to make for him and his family and his future, and all I can do is respect it.
You'll definitely fly one of his planes, right, in the future?
Absolutely. He will definitely be flying one of my private jets.
Thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.